Hey guys, welcome back. It has been a while since I've done a curly wavy hair video, so today I kind of want to go back to the basics. Sorry about the light going in and out, but just kind of share some styling tips if maybe you're a beginner or maybe you're not a beginner and you just like watching videos like this. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. I hope you'll enjoy it. If you're new, I'd love if you consider subscribing. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting product in my hair because I feel like it really needs it right now. It's drying pretty quickly because it's been a bit since I washed it. I'm gonna start with leave-in, and my hair, like I said, it's not sopping wet. I know I've said in the past I really like to style my hair when it's super wet, and I do feel like I get the best like clumpy waves that way. But I am okay lately with more of kind of just a natural like fluffy wave look. I know I've also said that a lot in the past, but I kind of go in and out of phases. Basically, just the main thing to keep in mind is that if your hair is more on the damp side, it's not super dripping wet, you just want to use less product because your hair isn't going to soak the product up as well as it does if it's super wet. And then also I find that when I'm squeezing out excess moisture with a t-shirt at the end, that picks up a lot of excess product too when my hair is really wet. So I just make sure that I'm very aware of how much product I'm applying and I don't do too much when my hair isn't as wet like this, but it's still pretty wet. I'm gonna start with the Lush Super Milk. I mentioned I've been loving this lately. This is a sprayer and it is a fine mist. So I'm totally fine with just spritzing this into my hair usually, but because it's so fine, it kind of goes out a little more, and I feel like sometimes it leaves a residue on my floor, so sometimes I'll also just apply it into the palm of my hand if I don't want to deal with that. It really just depends. If you didn't hear me talk about this though, it smells incredible, like delicious, warm, spicy lemon pound cake. It's the best scent and it stays in your hair forever, but I also really love the formula. It's actually very similar, like I've said in my other videos, to the Rizzo's Curls Refresh and Detangle Spray. I use that as a leave-in too, and this is a very similar just texture and gives me similar results. Obviously, I started with a leave-in, and I always start with a leave-in if I'm using one. I do it in the order of leave-in, curl cream, mousse, gel. Now, I don't use that many products. That's just the order that I would apply them in if I was to use that many, but personally, I just think that's too much for most people, to be honest. Usually I do a leave-in or a cream and then either a mousse or a gel, but sometimes I will take just a little bit of mousse and apply it to my root area, even though I'm not putting it all over. I don't really count that as using a mousse and a gel fully because I'm more using the mousse for volume. Sometimes I will also go in with a salt spray or texturizing spray, and that I'll usually use at the end if I use a mousse or after my cream or moisturizing product if I'm using a gel. So I pretty much always like my gel to be the last product I'm putting in my hair. But anyways, I am going to use a mousse today, just mainly on the root area. This is the Rizzo's Curls Curl Defining Mousse, and it is more on the lightweight side. I personally wouldn't use like the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk mousse on my root area, or at least not a lot of it, because it's a lot more like product-y, I guess, than this one. It just has more hold and it's more intense. But I'm gonna do maybe like a pump and a half and then just kind of go like that, and my hands are getting stuck in my hair because my nails are peeling. And then I'll kind of start further up here, insert my fingers into my hair and like scrunch up. I feel like especially now that my hair is really long and like kind of heavy, I can use all the help I can get to get volume at my roots and keep my roots from being weighed down and pulled down and straight while the rest of my hair is wavy. Now I'm gonna go in with a gel, or this is actually called a custard, but it's really basically a gel. Again, like I said, definitely not gonna apply as much as I usually would because I usually use quite a bit with how much hair I have, but because my hair isn't super wet, I don't want to use too much. I almost forgot to say what it is. This is a Kinky Curly Original Curling Custard. I talked about this in my TikTok viral hair care video. Start with that and really go all over my hands with it. This is a very interesting texture. It's like very wet feeling and not too like sticky or heavy, although it does have really good hold. And it smells kind of just like vanilla, but kind of a cheap vanilla, which is fine. I don't really mind it. I'm gonna glaze this over my hair. I've talked about it before. I really like to glaze usually. You can of course rake product into your hair if you want. Gel though, you wouldn't really rake. I'm just thinking of like the other products like creams or mousses. I usually smooth my hands over my hair like this with product, but raking is where you would kind of detangle almost with your fingers, and it is a little bit quicker. You just like rake your fingers through your hair basically, and it does create more volume and separation. I have an entire video on volume versus clumps, so definitely check that out. I'll link it in the cards if you guys want to see like a full tutorial on what I do, but my go-to is smoothing or glazing the products over my hair. I do feel like I explained that really weird, so definitely check out that video if you want to know more what I mean. And I have other videos too, just on styling for beginners and all of that. I just thought we'd do like a style with me today, and I'll walk you guys through things, but maybe this isn't like the best video ever for beginners because I definitely have videos where I go more in depth on how I do things and the process. One thing I don't say enough is scrunch, scrunch, scrunch until your hands hurt. Like I literally scrunch so much. I guess I do have a lot of hair, and if you didn't have as much hair as me, you don't need to scrunch that much, but I really like to make sure that the product's in my hair all the way evenly distributed, especially because I didn't brush my hair or rake the product through. I do a lot of scrunching to kind of make up for that. And then personally, I always go in with like a soft t-shirt to scrunch out excess moisture. This is just how I've been doing my hair for years. I know some people think it creates frizz or disturbs your hair or something, but that's just not my experience at all. I find I get way better definition and volume, and my hair dries a lot faster. And I'm probably not even going to plop. I'll probably just air dry it like this. Sometimes I'll plop it in a t-shirt. I have videos on that too. I have an entire curly wavy playlist with so many videos. If you guys are new here or you haven't watched all of that content. And then sometimes I'll diffuse my hair with a blow dryer, but most of the time these days especially, I'm just too lazy for that, and I'll just air dry it, make sure I'm getting excess moisture out with a t-shirt like this. I will come back and show you guys how I finish once my hair is dry. But I will say, even though I kind of flip my hair back and forth as it's drying to promote volume, I will usually make sure there's some type of middle part, because that's just how I part my hair nowadays. So I kind of just let my hair fall. It usually goes pretty easily because it's just used to it at this point. I'll leave it like that for a bit, then I'll flip it back and forth from side to side. Thankfully it's still fairly early in the evening and it's still sunny out, so maybe I'll go outside for a little bit to let it dry quicker, but that's what it looks like. And like I said, I'll be back once it's dry. Okay, I'm back with dry hair, even though it might not look like it because I have a cast. I turned my ring light on because it's getting dark outside now. And yes, I have been wearing this robe since I showered. I'm kind of lazy today, I guess. The last thing that I always do at the end of my routine, if you're not new here, you will know this. I use an oil to scrunch out my cast, which I often get with like a gel or something. I do feel like the kinky curly one definitely leaves a pretty decent cast even when I don't use a ton of product. So I really like to scrunch that out, and also I just feel like an oil always adds the prettiest shine to my hair and helps with frizz and everything. And this is another product I've mentioned a few times recently that it's been my most used oil for when I wear my hair natural. It's the Inner Sense I Create Shine. This is like their hair serum. I think they also have more of a treatment type of oil, but this one is a little bit more on the pricey side compared to some oils I've talked about, so just keep that in mind. I've recommended so many different ones, and I have all of my favorite hair oils on my house storefront. If you guys are interested, it's always linked in my description box, and I have all of my favorite products on there in categories. Like my favorite hair oils, my favorite stylers. I even have my favorite perfumes, my favorite makeup products. So that's always linked if you're looking for anything. But this has just been my recent favorite. I really like it. This brand has super good ingredients in their products. So yeah, definitely one I recommend, but there are more affordable options. But this one really a little goes a long way. So I do maybe 4 to 5 drops, and I just start scrunching my hair. Like I said, this is a pretty significant cast, which I like when my hair gets a good cast because, I feel like I got really overexposed there for a second because it helps so much with frizz. And I find that with that custard, I don't even need my hair to be sopping wet like I usually would. And I don't have to use a ton of product either in order to get like a nice cast, which for me is a big plus, and it's also pretty affordable. Sometimes I'll take a couple extra drops and just smooth it over the tops of my hair, though it doesn't really need it today because it's not super frizzy. It's crazy how soft my hair is once it's scrunched out of that cast. It goes from being stiff as a board to soft and touchable, and it doesn't feel producty at all. And again, I do the same thing here. Once my hair is dry, especially when I have a cast, I scrunch a lot. But I try not to be too like wild just because I don't want my hair to end up overly frizzy. And then I'll put my hands up into my scalp and shake my roots out as well, because sometimes a product cast forms there. And I always make sure there's not much oil left on my hands when I do this because I don't want to get oily roots. And this is my hair. So I know I've said recently that I heat style it a decent amount, but I still feel like I get really good results when I do style it naturally, as long as I put in the time and effort. And with that said, I don't even have to take a ton of time. Just use the products I like, do my kind of foolproof methods that I like the best and work the best for me, and I always get good results. So yeah, this is kind of like an updated style with me. I haven't done a video like this in a while, like I said, but maybe soon I'll do an updated like full wash routine, share more of my favorite products or something like that. I'll definitely have my most recent one linked in the cards. You can also find that on my hair care playlist. I think I have two. I have my wavy curly playlist, and then I have a recent playlist that I made that is just all of my recent hair videos, because I've been doing other hair content besides curly wavy stuff. So I have a playlist with all of my recent hair videos too. And of course, if you don't know, you can find those on my channel page under the playlist section. But that's going to be it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what else you want to see from me. I'd also love if you would consider subscribing if you haven't. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time.